Welcome to Norway Perspectives, brought to you by Norway Relocation Group. In today's episode, we're exploring a topic that may sound deceptively simple, but one that consistently causes genuine frustration, costly planning mistakes, and unnecessary conflict for families new to Norway. School holidays. You might be arriving from a country where school vacation schedules are standardized nationwide, where holiday childcare is abundant and easy to find, or where the summer break aligns perfectly with your own work holidays. You might assume that if there's an important date, the school will send you multiple, clear reminders in a language you understand. These assumptions are a trap. In Norway, the rhythm of the school and kindergarten calendar follows a fixed but highly localized structure. If you don't understand this structure, or worse, if you plan based on how things worked back home, you are setting yourself up for a cascade of problems. We're not talking about minor inconveniences. We're talking about real-world consequences like unexpected days or even weeks where you have no childcare and are expected to be at work. Direct conflicts with your employer. When you suddenly need time off that wasn't approved. Missing out on affordable travel deals because you booked for the wrong week. Significant lost income, especially for freelancers, consultants, or those in hourly roles. Scrambling to fill childcare gaps, often at a premium cost, and serious recurring stress within the family, particularly for single parents and dual-income households where every minute of the workday counts. In this episode, we will provide a detailed roadmap to navigating this system. We'll walk you through how the Norwegian school year is actually structured and why it's not the same everywhere. What a holiday truly means in a Norwegian context, and why the responsibility to plan for it falls squarely on your shoulders. The crucial truth about after-school programs and kindergartens, why they are not a guaranteed solution during school breaks. The subtle but important differences between public and private school calendars. We'll explore detailed scenarios of what goes wrong when you miscalculate the summer, winter, and Easter breaks. And most importantly, we'll give you a concrete set of tools and systems you can implement immediately to avoid being caught off guard ever again. Whether you are a parent already living in Norway, planning to bring your family here soon, or simply want to understand a fundamental aspect of how Norwegian society operates, this episode is for you. Barnehager. School holidays in Norway. Not national, but deeply local. One of the first and most critical lessons for any newcomer family is this: there is no single national school calendar in Norway. The entire system is decentralized. While the central government provides a framework for the total number of school days in a year, the actual calendar, what Norwegians call the skolerut, is decided independently by each of Norway's over 350 municipalities. A municipality is a local government district, called a commune in Norwegian. This has immediate practical implications. It means your friend living in one part of Oslo might have their winter break a week earlier than your colleague living in a neighboring suburb. Your children might have a random Tuesday off for a teacher training day that your neighbor's children who attend school in the next municipality over do not have. There is no central government-run website that aggregates all of these local schedules. You cannot simply Google Norway school holidays and get the correct answer for your family. The responsibility is on you to find the specific school schedule for your specific municipality. If you fail to check your municipality's website or log into the school's digital portal at the start of the year, you will be flying blind. You are guaranteed to miss crucial dates, such as early release days, which often happen before a major holiday like Christmas or Easter. The 5 or so staff planning days scattered throughout the year. These are professional development days for staff, and on these days, the school is completely closed to students. The exact end date of the summer term, which can vary by a week or more between regions. So-called bridging days, where the school decides to take a day off that falls between a public holiday and a weekend, creating a long weekend. This localization is a core feature of Norwegian governance, but for a newcomer, it feels like a system designed to be confusing. Part 2. The main holidays you need to plan for. Let's break down the typical holiday structure for Norwegian schools. While the exact timing is local, the types of holidays are consistent across the country. First is the autumn break known as ferie in Norwegian. This is a full week in late September or early October. Historically, this was the potato holiday. when children were needed to help with the harvest. Today, it's a time when many Norwegian families retreat to their cabins to enjoy the autumn colors. Next is the Christmas break, or juleferie. This usually lasts about 2 weeks, starting a few days before Christmas Eve and running until early January. The period between Christmas and New Year's is a very quiet time in Norway, with many businesses operating on reduced hours. Then comes the winter break, or vinterferie. This is a full week in February or March, and its timing is famously staggered across the country to manage crowds at ski resorts. Oslo might have it 1 week, while Bergen and Trondheim have it another. It's a week dedicated to skiing and outdoor winter life. One of the longest breaks is the Easter break, or påskeferie. This is a surprisingly long holiday for many newcomers. It is not just a long weekend. In Norway, the Easter break typically encompasses the entire Holy Week, from Palm Sunday through Easter Monday, resulting in a 9 or 10-day holiday. Many Norwegians head to the mountains for a mountain Easter of late-season skiing. Finally, we have the summer break, or sommerferie. This is the longest and most challenging break for working parents. It's not 6 weeks. It's typically 8 to 9 full weeks, running from mid-June until mid-August. This long duration is a legacy of an agrarian society and presents a significant childcare puzzle. In addition to these major breaks, you must account for the various public holidays, called røde dager, or red days, on the calendar. These include May the 1st, May 17th, Ascension Day, and Whit Monday. And, as mentioned, you must track the 3 to 5 staff planning days when both schools and kindergartens are closed for training. If you don't know when these are, you may find yourself at 8:30 a.m. on a Tuesday with your child dressed for school, only to find the gates locked and a sign taped to the door. Part 3. Kindergarten and after-school programs. Not a guaranteed safety net. This is perhaps the most dangerous assumption that newcomer parents make. That the kindergarten or the after-school program will automatically cover all of these holiday periods. The after-school program for young primary students is called SFO. This assumption is fundamentally incorrect. Let's look at kindergartens first. Most kindergartens in Norway, both public and private, close entirely for several weeks in the middle of summer. Typically, this is for 3 and sometimes 4 consecutive weeks in July. This period is known as the fellesferie, or the common holiday period, when much of the country's workforce also takes vacation. Your kindergarten contract will likely stipulate that your child must take this time off, and you are often required to declare which weeks your child will be absent months in advance. Many also close for the week between Christmas and New Year's and may have reduced hours or be closed during the Easter week. Now for the after-school program, SFO. This program for children in grades 1 through 4 may be open during some of these smaller school breaks like the autumn and winter holidays. However, it's not automatic. You almost always have to register your child specifically for holiday care, and this comes at an additional cost, separate from your monthly fee. Registration deadlines are strict. If you miss the deadline, there is no waiting list and no recourse. Furthermore, during the summer, these programs are often consolidated. Several schools might merge their programs into one location, meaning your child could be in an unfamiliar building with different staff and children. The hours may also be reduced. If you simply assume that care is always available and you fail to read the fine print, check the registration deadlines and confirm the opening hours, you will inevitably find yourself without coverage when you need it most. Part 4. What goes wrong when you don't plan? Real-world scenarios. Let's move from the theoretical to the practical. What does this actually look like when it goes wrong? Scenario 1. The summer shock. A family moves to Oslo in April. They see the summer break is from late June to mid-August. No problem, they think. We'll just sign the kids up for summer camps. They start looking in late May, only to discover a harsh reality. Norwegian summer camps are not like their American or British counterparts. They typically run for only 1 week at a time, often just from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. They are also expensive and fill up incredibly fast, with registration often opening in February. The family now faces a 9-week summer with maybe 1 or 2 weeks of activities covered. The result? A frantic, stressful summer spent juggling work-from-home schedules, burning through vacation days, and dealing with bored, frustrated children. Scenario 2. The planning day panic. A mother is a project manager at a Norwegian tech company. She has a critical client presentation on a Wednesday morning. At 9:15 a.m., her phone rings. It's the school office. "Hi," the secretary says, "we're just calling because your son is here, but it's a staff planning day today. The school is closed. You need to come and pick him up." The mother is mortified. She had missed the notification on the school's digital portal. She has to apologize to her team, postpone the client meeting, and rush to the school, her professional credibility taking a hit because of a calendar detail she overlooked. Scenario 3. The Easter miscalculation. A family plans a lovely city break for the Easter long weekend. They book flights for Good Friday and Easter Monday. They arrive to find that not only are the shops closed on these days, but they are also closed on the Saturday in between, and many museums and restaurants are closed for the entire 10-day period. Worse, their child's school has been out since the previous Friday. They have spent a week with an antsy child cooped up in an apartment, only to find their planned long weekend is the tail end of a ghost town period. They completely misunderstood the scale and cultural significance of the Norwegian Easter holiday. These situations are not rare. They happen to newcomers constantly, creating a cycle of crisis management that strains relationships with partners, employers, and even the school itself. Part 5. The system expects you to be proactive. A common frustration we hear is, "Why didn't anyone tell me?" The answer lies in a fundamental principle of Norwegian society: personal responsibility. The system expects you to seek out information, not to have it pushed to you. Schools and kindergartens disseminate key dates through official channels, but they are often passive. These include digital portals like Visma or Schooler. These are comprehensive platforms, but you need to log in and actively look for the calendar or messages sections. The municipality's website. The school schedule is almost always available here as a downloadable document, but you have to find it. Formal emails or letters sent via Norway's official digital mailbox system, like DigiPost or eBox. These messages are official and often written in dense, formal Norwegian. Physical notices posted on a board at the school entrance. There are no weekly friendly, "don't forget" email reminders translated into English. The assumption is that you are a responsible adult who has read the documents provided at the beginning of the year. If you are not actively logging in, checking announcements, or taking the time to translate messages, you will miss vital information. The mindset of "someone will tell us if it's important" does not work here. Part 6. The ripple effect on work, travel, and family life. When you don't prepare for this calendar, the consequences ripple through every aspect of your life. Professionally, if you work full-time in a role with limited flexibility, these surprise holidays can be a disaster. You may be forced to burn through your precious annual vacation days not for a planned holiday, but just to provide emergency childcare, cancel important work trips, or reschedule key meetings, appearing unreliable to your colleagues and management. Experience tension with your partner over who should have known about the day off, leading to arguments about mental load and responsibility. Financially, the costs add up. You might miss the window to book affordable flights and cabins for the popular winter or autumn holiday weeks. You might have to pay for last-minute, expensive private babysitters. If you're a freelancer, it means days of lost, unbillable income. Emotionally, it's draining. It creates a constant, low-level anxiety and a feeling of being one step behind. It can be especially tough on children who may feel left out when all their friends are heading off on planned cabin trips or ski vacations that their family didn't know about. Conversely, the families who plan, the ones who sit down in January and map out the entire year, experience a completely different Norway. Their holidays are smoother, their work lives are more stable, and family life is calmer. Part 7. Your action plan. How to stay ahead of the calendar. So, how do you become one of those prepared families? It's not about being a super organized person, it's about having a system. Here is your step-by-step action plan. The annual calendar audit. In January of each year, Make it a non-negotiable family appointment. Go to your municipality's website, search for the school schedule or school route for the upcoming school year. Download the official calendar. Find the childcare plan. At the same time, log into your school or kindergarten portal. Find the specific calendar for the after-school program or the annual plan for the kindergarten. Look for documents detailing holiday closures, especially for summer. And note down every single staff planning day. Create a master calendar. Open a shared digital calendar like Google Calendar. Create a new dedicated calendar called School Holidays. Input every single date you found, the first and last day of every holiday, every staff planning day, every early dismissal day. Set multiple reminders for each event. Register early always. Look for the registration deadlines for holiday care in the after-school program and summer kindergarten. Put these deadlines in your calendar with alerts set for 2 weeks before they are due. Register the moment it opens, even if you're not 100% sure of your plans. It's better to cancel later than to be left without an option. Budget for the gaps. Create a line item in your family budget called Holiday Care. Calculate the cost of care for the breaks and budget for at least 2 to 3 weeks of summer camp or other activities to cover the long summer gap. Talk to your employer. Proactively discuss the school calendar with your manager. By saying in February, "Just so you know, our school's winter break is in the second week of March and the summer break is 9 weeks long. So I'd like to plan my vacation and potential remote work days now." You present yourself as a responsible, organized employee, not someone with a last-minute crisis. Build a community network. Join the parent WhatsApp or Facebook group for your child's class. This is often where informal, friendly reminders are shared. Don't be afraid to ask, "I'm new here. Can someone confirm the date for the next staff planning day?" Final thoughts. Planning is the key to integration. In Norway, navigating the school holiday calendar is a skill that newcomers must learn, and learn quickly. The system is not inherently flawed. It's simply built on a different set of cultural expectations about personal responsibility and local autonomy. It will not slow down or adjust to accommodate you if you're unprepared. There will be days and entire weeks when your child is off school and you are expected to be at work. Without a plan, you will find yourself constantly juggling stress, financial strain, and family tension. But here's the good news. Once you understand the rhythm of the Norwegian school year and implement a system to plan for it, everything changes. Those holidays transform from a source of stress into a source of joy. They become the moments you look forward to, the ski trips, the cabin weekends, the long light-filled summer days. Mastering this calendar is a profound step towards feeling truly settled and integrated into your new life in Norway. At Norway Relocation Group, we specialize in helping families navigate these exact challenges. We help you understand the public school system, interpret the local calendars, and register for school, kindergarten, and after-school programs the right way from the start. And at our sister company, NLS Norwegian Language School, we empower you with the language skills you need to be self-sufficient. We don't just teach you conversational Norwegian. We teach you how to read the formal message from the municipality, understand the notice about after-school program registration, and confidently manage all aspects of your life here. Visit us at norwayrelocation.no for personalized school and family support. And learn the practical system-based Norwegian you need at nlsnorwegian.no. Thank you for listening to Norway Perspectives. Please like, subscribe, and share this episode with any other family who is new to Norway. It might just save their summer. As always, we'll see you in the next one.